live in 15, and that was over a half hour ago. I am I'm like a half hour late. Sorry about that. Let me move my chair down a little. I'm trying to find a good place for my chair to be. Anyways, today we're doing a tier list. But it's not just a tier list. This is a bitch list, okay? So it's pretty simple. Just go through. Start out nice and easy. Start with the big one. If you play this character, you are a bitch. Alright, for that, I would imagine many of you would see this coming. We got Scarlet Witch. Now, this is not me coping because I died to this character. This character is just like dog water, like piss and shit tier. I'm tired of having Scarlet Witch players on my team. They fucking insta-lock the character and go the entire game not really doing shit. They just get like a ton of elims because they'll get partial credit for every kill in the game. And so they'll think they're doing really good when they're doing like they're not getting any dive kills. They're not making any plays. They're not like preventing an Iron Man from, they're not like playing hit scan to stop flying characters like Iron Man or Storm. They're just like fucking sitting there. Just fucking doing nothing, bro. Pick a different character. Contribute to the team. I'm tired of you. If you play Scarlet Witch, you're a bitch. Scarlet Witch, more like Scarlet Bitch, bro. That is you. Alright. Next. Now this one, I had to put a lot of thought into. We got Squirrel Girl, bro. The fucking Junkrat of this game. Except she's worse than Junkrat. Instead of just throwing a trap out that you can destroy, you shoot a fucking junk trap. Just annoying as shit. And she also has the same thing with Scarlet Witch, where you're not diving people, you're not preventing other people from like playing the game well. At best, you're like, you know, CCing their Thor or something, which as a Thor player, it's pretty annoying, and it does help your team. But there are so many other better characters that can do that. There are more characters that you need more talent to play, bro. Like, dude, I'm just convinced that if you play Squirrel Girl, you are just too fucking talentless to play any of the other characters that have... Bro, this game is full of CC. Play literally Mantis, bro. You're playing DPS, you're playing Mantis that can't heal. That's the character you chose. Or Penny Parker that you can't tank. Like, there's so many better CC options, and that's the only tactical value. You just like getting the fucking luck kill from just sitting in one place and just fucking pring, pring, pring over like 2 walls, and yeah, occasionally you'll get a kill. Like, bro, learn how to play this fucking game and then come talk to me. If you play Squirrel Girl, you are a bitch. Alright. I don't know if I put any other characters in that, like, definitive, if you play this character, you are a bitch. I'll go a tier below and say, probably a bitch. And, I think I'm going to start that tier off with Moon Knight, bro. I don't have any major problems with Moon Knight, except it's not... Like, Moon Knight does everything Squirrel Girl does, but better, right? Like, that's the thing that's what I don't get about Squirrel Girl, bro. Like, play Moon Knight. Moon Knight does everything Squirrel Girl does way better. You get way more value as a character. Like, I've had Moon Knight players that actually contribute to the team and don't just get, like, 30,000 damage, but, like, 2 final blows. Like, bro, I get that you can shoot a Groot wall. But, nah, Moon Knight players, like, he's a solid character, bro. I don't know what to say. The problem is that all the fucking players are brain dead. I swear, every fucking Moon Knight thinks they're a fucking genius when they go up to the high ground alone. Like, bro, when I'm on Thor, that shit's easy pickings. I just dive there. His supports are fucking miles away. And he's just, like, by himself. And, you know, this wouldn't be a problem if Moon Knight players could play any other character, man. every Moon Knight I have, they don't insta-lock is a thing. That's the crazy part, bro. Like, even like Squirrel Girls and Scarlet Witches, like they have the courtesy to insta-lock. So you can pick around them. They'll wait until your team locks into like a 3 DPS, 1 tank, 2 healers comp. Or like that's what you would think. You have like what, 1 tank, 1 healer, and 3 DPS. And then they'll pick Moon Knight. Like, bro, I'm tired of you. Play one of the other roles, bro. Like, learn to play other roles. Learn to flex. Or just learn to play more useful DPS characters that can, like, make more plays. Like, Moon Knight's not a huge playmaker. He's good at shutting down, like, Spider-Mans or, like, Iron Fist if they have an Iron Fist or Spider-Man that's doing really good. That I can respect. But aside from that, bro, like, you ain't doing shit. Moon Knight is, like, a third for sure. Next, dude, next is hard. I might put in that fucking shark that I hate, man. That fucking shark that okay, to be clear, I like respect Jeff players. Just because it's like not a deep respect, but like there's some respect there. Just because they play healer first off. They're not a fucking DPS insta-lock. With that being said, and as a character, his character design isn't like that bad. But he's just like, Jeff players in general are like pretty untalented, bro. Like, I respect an untalented player that will actually, you know, I might actually end up moving him lower later. Because I can respect someone that's not very good mechanically to try and play support. But like, respectfully, Jeff is the Mercy of this game. And I have no respect for Mercy in Overwatch. Fuck Mercy. After that, dude, I'm trying to think, because, like, dude, I could throw, like, Cloak and Dagger in, but Cloak and Dagger is, like, just really nice to have on the team, man. And at the same time, she's also not, like, that hard to kill as a DPS. She's not, like, I understand why some people hate, like, Moira in Overwatch, because she can kind of just, like, disappear across the map. When Cloak and Dagger fades, you can see where she's going. Sorry, I gotta keep it down a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. Cloak and Dagger, you really can just play around it. Okay, I real quick want to go back to Squirrel Girl for a second. Also, dude, if this is your like top girl of this game, bro, if this is your Marvel Rivals waifu, you have fucking problems, bro. You see this cast, you got fucking, I mean, even Scarlet Witch, bro. Olivia Olsen or wait, no, is that the right actress? I don't know. But do you got fucking Luna Snow? You got Psylocke, that one skin of Psylocke, bro. You hold up. What's that one skin, bro? Let's see. Your choices are, you have this as a choice. You got Luna Snow with all her skins as like, you have this as a choice. You got even Mantis, bro. You got this as a choice. This as a choice. Bro, even like Storm and like I just don't know. Magic. You got this as a choice. And through all of that, your pick is the like Canadian ass Squirrel Girl. And I have like nothing against Canadians, right? But this is like Family Guy cutaway gag level of Canadian. Like it's almost a joke. Like, bro, you are fucking suspect if this is your top girl, bro. I think it's already like weird to fucking, I don't know, man. I just think like, dude, if you're picking Squirrel Girl because you fucking, because she gives you a fucking boner, I think you're a goober and you need to be stopped, man. I think you need to have like 2 FBI trackers on you at all times. Like, you're just fucking suspect, bro. Yeah, you got Black Widow as an option. Even Hela, man. Like, everything is better than Squirrel Girl. Anyways, that was enough of my rant. I'll go back to the tier list. I had Moon Knight Jeff. What was I talking about, Jeff? Okay, yeah. I can respect him because he heals. Also, his ult is annoying, but I think that as soon as, and people are starting to learn how to play around it, as soon as people fully learn how to play around it, it's not going to be that annoying. The problem is everyone, earlier when you would see Jeff ult, everyone would run towards their spawn, like together. But now, when you see when you hear the Jeff ult thing, everyone runs away from each other. So all of a sudden now you can only pick up 2, and then the rest of the team just kills you. Like, I think Jeff ult is balanced. I just don't think I don't think it's overpowered at all. I think Luna Snow ult is way worse. I could put Luna Snow there, but like at the end of the day, like, bro, if you're playing Luna Snow, at the end of the day, you're just picking a good character, and that doesn't necessarily make you a bitch. And besides, Luna Snow isn't like that annoying to play against, except for the ult and the freeze. That she just doesn't need the freeze. I don't know why they gave that to her. Probably because it's like her thing or something in Marvel. Anyways, next for this tier, I'm gonna change the name. You a bitch. You're kinda a bitch. And where is that? Oh, Hawkeye, man. Bro, I got problems with Hawkeye, dude. He's so annoying, man. He can do like the Squirrel Girl shit where you just sit in the back spamming at a choke point, except you just insta-kill people. It's like they made Squirrel Girl good. And that's what I hate about him, man. He has like the illusion of skill, bro. Like, I saw a TikTok that was saying that he like corrected all of Hanzo's problems in Overwatch, where, like, you know how everyone complains about how Hanzo shoots logs and he can just insta kill you wherever. I saw someone that was like, oh yeah, Hawkeye made it better because they gave him a passive, which means to be able to one shot you have to have your crosshair on them already. It's like, bro, the crosshair, the passive ability thing charges in like half a second, and you can charge it on a tank and then just shoot at a DPS. Like, you just get the charge for free. Like, the charge is just free damage. And he does like 400 damage on headshots or some shit. Like, dude, even if I'm on a tank, I have to be afraid of him. Because, yeah, he can just two-shot me. He's like so, like, I don't know. You should only have one-shotting in hero shooters if that's like your entire kit. That's the only thing you can do. Hawkeye can just do way too much, man. And, like, you know, I'm not, admittedly, like, he's like just as he's like in the same tier on tier list as like Hela, but I'm not gonna put Hela on this tier of like of the bitch list, because this bitch list isn't a tier list. The reason why is because you aren't playing Hawkeye because he's good. You're playing Hawkeye because you like to ruin other people's fun, bro. You like to send people on an express pass back to their spawn point just because they fucking turned a corner at a wrong time. They just got unlucky. And so, yeah, now they have to fucking walk back. They just lost. I don't know, man. This character's just like unfair. He's just like not fun to play against. And I just have no respect for Hawkeye players. Actually, no, I have more respect for Hawkeye players than the 2 characters above him on the tier list. Next, originally I was going to put Punisher here, but like Punisher's a respectable character. My problem is that in lower ranks, like, good Punisher players just don't exist. Like, I just never see any Punisher players that like have talent, bro. Like, they always just like feed. I see so many like 6 and 20 Punishers, man. And like, I was tired of that, but as soon as I started to rank up a little bit, the Punisher players started to actually be good, and I like really respect him as a character. Next I might throw in, ooh, dude, this guy's really annoying. But I think I'm gonna put him one lower. What should the next tier be called, man? I have no respect. I have no respect for you. And that is Star-Lord. He just like, oh my god, man. They gave this guy tracer damage output with soldier range, and he can fly, and his blinks have iframes, man. Like, he's just like, he's so good, but also like, dude, the players have like the same like Moon Knight thing where they'll just play him when we need a healer and a tank. Like, they'll just play Star-Lord, and I don't know, man. I'm trying to like vocalize my thoughts. He's just like Star-Lord players are also like the biggest goobers, man. I played against a Star-Lord player in quick play. He was actually playing Bucky for most of the game, but he showed his true colors as a Star-Lord player later on. To be clear, I don't think Bucky's that much better. I think Bucky I'm putting where Hela's going. I have no idea where that's gonna be, but nah, Star-Lord, like this guy was like, oh my, it was so funny. As Bucky, he solo ulted me, and then I was playing Hela. I ult him and kill him, and then he goes in match chat and he like flames me. He's like, "Oh my god, you're such a pussy, dude. You solo ulted me after I ult you." Like, I don't think he realized how like stupid the thing that he just said was. I solo ult him because he solo ults me. Yeah, that just makes sense. It's just a net win for my team and me. And after that, he switched to Star-Lord and he started fucking sweating his balls off, even though there was like a minute left of the game. And he like talked so much shit. Like this guy was just a fucking goober, man. And I just feel like every Star-Lord player is the same. Also, his ultimate is like so stupid. I don't know how you can use Star-Lord's ultimate and get less than 3 kills. Like it's so good. You can fly around freely. You move fast as hell. And you can't miss any shots. Like you can just murder everyone, bro. But still, somehow Star-Lord players manage to just die with it. Like, can you not read when your team is going to be with you and when they're going to be able to keep you alive? Like, bro. Like, learn to play the game, Star-Lord players. Anyways, with that being said, still not as bad as it could be. Next, bro, people will probably want me to throw Iron Fist somewhere around here, but since the game has dropped, I don't think Iron Fist is like that bad. I haven't put any tanks down yet, though. I think the first tank that's gonna... Yeah, I just don't see any tanks. Also, to be clear, I love all tank players, man. I've had way too many games that are like 3 DPS, 1 DPS that's playing tank because no one else will, and then, yeah, like 1 healer player. Like, no one plays tank. And even though tank is very fun in this game, they made the tanks really well. That being said, I don't want to give this tier to only Star-Lord. First off, let me get rid of this tier. I don't know what that's there for. I might do Magic, man. She's just unkillable, dude. I think Magic is another character that's just the illusion of difficulty, man. Like, Magic is so easy to play. You get, like, self-shields for what? For doing nothing, man. Oh, shit, I forgot as well. Give me 1 second. I got to... I actually don't know if I'm supposed to show this shit, so I'm gonna go... Give me 1 second. Yeah, I need to switch my live. Marvel Rivals. Boom. Alright. We're chilling. Yeah, I'm throwing in Magic in this tier. It's the illusion of skill type character. You get to, like, portal every 3 seconds. 3-second cooldowns are, like, incredibly annoying. I don't know who came up with that. It's just, like, so stupid to play against. And, like, oh my, yeah, she's just, like, she just, like, runs around. Yeah, you get your, like, 1 insta-kill combo with, like, the dash and then slash. Like, it's, I don't know, man. I just don't think she's that hard. I don't think, and of all the other dive characters that you have to, like, really work for kills, she kind of just, like, wanders around. She's kind of just like a wrecking ball that, like, yeah, you kind of just take damage when you're near Magic. But ultimately, Magic players don't make, like, that many plays unless if the rest of the team's kind of oblivious, which happens a lot, especially, like, even in plat games. Like I see so many plat DPS that'll just be like so busy doing their own thing that they can't help one of our supports. Or even like when I'm on Thor, like there's sometimes that I'll like be diving people and then Magic will do something, but I mean that's why Magic's not higher in the list, right? Like I just don't have much respect. Magic's just kind of like she just wanders around. You don't really have to do much. Uh Dude, do I want no Psylocke's kind of like I don't think Psylocke's that unfair. She does like a little too much damage, but uh dude, the tiers are going to start to get heavy pretty soon. Oh wait, I forgot. How could I forget Iron Man, bro? Dude, fuck Iron Man, bro. Like half the characters in this game just have melee. So a character that like half the characters in the game literally cannot do anything against is just incredibly unfun to play against for half the roster. Not to mention with the fucking Bruce Banner team up, it's he's so broken. Like he just has the laser that kills you in 0.02 seconds when you're anyone. Like, oh my god. They made Pharah good. Like I hate that, man. He's just a character that's like better than he should be. Like he should be an off pick. That's kind of like to counter if they only are running melee characters or if they're running too hard of a dive, but in reality, they just made him like a character that can kind of do everything even though he has no right to. He's really annoying. Yeah, it's mostly that like, bro, I play Thor. How the fuck do I kill an Iron Man as Thor, bro? He can just fly away. Or when I'm playing healer, man, it's so hard to heal Iron Mans, and like, dude, they always complain. I don't know, but here I'm trying to think who I want to drop as the first healer because I feel like there are some like, oh, I already dropped Jeff, but here I might throw in Luna. Yeah, man, Luna just I don't know, dude. At the end of the day, she's just a good ass character. She doesn't feel like that bad to play against as long as your team has a similar healing output. She really just doesn't do much for the meta though. I think I'm going to continue on. I might switch. Hold up. God damn it. I view you as less of a human being. And then yeah, I'm just gonna switch the location. And I might as well switch the color because like you know, I kinda need to do that. Yeah, and I don't have respect for this one's going to be a big one. Luna Snow, just like I said, she doesn't do much for the meta. Like she kind of encourages the tank players to just play like an idiot where they just sit out in the open and take a ton of damage, and then when they die, they'll usually just flame their healers. Like that is because of Luna Snow. If you reduce like the healing output of some of these like main culprit healers, then all of a sudden tanks are going to realize like, man, it's not my healer's fault for not keeping me up while I'm playing like a dumbass. It's my fault for playing like a dumbass in the first place. Like, Luna just lets tank players get away with being so stupid. And on top of that, she's like undieable. They gave her Anna's sleep dart when she already has a really good self heal, insanely high damage output, and like really good mobility. Like, she just doesn't need it. Like, she's just a privileged ass character. On the topic of privileged ass character, Hela. They gave her way too much, man. It's just like, dude, I play as of all the DPS in the game, I play a lot of Hela just because, like, dude, she just point and click. Except, you know how in Overwatch they made it so the point and click character is just kind of like Cassidy, like he just has the pistol. Like that's all you do. You just kind of like click on people. You have like a little flashbang that slows people down for a second, and you have a roll that reloads your weapon. Like that's it. Like you're just run around and just click on people. That's the entire game. They made Hela that character, except she also gets like echo sticky bombs or like the dagger thing that does so much damage and is perfect for destroying stuff like Nest, like Penny Parker Nest, or like any destructible terrain. And on top of that, they gave her a CC. They gave her a stun. She doesn't need it, bro. She are like you could take away the stun and she'd still be a top tier. Like they just give her shit for no reason. And even through all of that, they decide to give her a get out of jail free card in the form of the bird. Like the bird can get fucked up. Like it can just go into the ceiling for some reason. And that happens a decent amount. But still, it's like when you compare it to like Cassidy roll where you move like 2 feet and you're not invincible. You're very invincible while rolling. Like you can die easily. Like they just gave this character too much. And even past that, they gave her the passive where after you kill people, they just explode for no reason. Like why? Like she's just top tier privilege. And with her, I'm throwing in Bucky. Bucky's not as good, but oh my god, is he annoying, man. Like, dude, he just hooks you in from across the map and then punches you into the team like it's just a free kill. And dude, I thought the hook was like hard to hit, like Roadhog hook. Like Roadhog hook, you usually have to like, I don't know. You also know it's coming because it's Roadhog. Meanwhile, Bucky's like a small ass dude, and he has this like hook that just locks on if your cursor's anywhere close to them or your crosshair's anywhere close to him. Like, oh my god, Bucky is pretty damn annoying to play against. Also in this tier, Penny Parker. The Nest is so damn annoying. It just makes it... And the Nest wouldn't be as bad if it weren't for that. Every character in this game has melee. Because trying to kill a Nest with melee, like, dude, you take like 500 damage. Like, man, I don't even know if I can kill a Nest as Thor before I die. Like, I have to pop my God of Thunder thing specifically to kill that. Whereas, like, even as Hulk, like, one of the best characters in the game. Like, dude, you just die to the... whatever it's called, the mines. The mines do so much, and just having an auto spawn. And doesn't it heal Penny Parker as well? Like, dude, the Nest is so annoying. And that's not even the main part. The main part is the motherfucking stun thing that she has, the web. Why is it on a 3-second cooldown? 3 seconds is abysmal to play against. Like I talked about this earlier with Magic. Penny Parker would be probably in the like second highest tier if it weren't for the fact that she's a tank, and I like having tank players on my team, and I respect tank players for playing that role. Like, dude, a 3-second cooldown where it just stuns you, man. As like if I dive in as Thor, I can get Penny Parker stunned, then frozen, then Penny Parker stunned again, then slept, then Penny Parker stunned again. Like it's like so unfun and overpowered, and they better like double that cooldown in the next patch. It's just like it bothers me to no end. Here, I'm trying to think who else I throw in. Maybe Panther, man. Okay, I think I'm going to throw... No, I kind of gained a respect for Punisher players at a certain point in time. I don't know if there's some people watching. Oh, Strange. The fucking satellite dish carrier, man. Fuck this guy, bro. I fucking work my ass off when I'm playing as Thor in some games. I'll just like switch to Strange. And on God, I could be blasting music. Like, I don't even have to pay attention to the game. This character's piss easy, and he's just like way too good for it. Like, you literally just fucking... Oh, they have a DPS player that's really good. Oh, wait. They can fly? Oh, no, I can as well, bro. Like, oh my God, bro. Strange is... He's like so strong. And he just doesn't have any right, or his shield doesn't have any right to be. When Captain America's shield, you know, the guy with the shield, his shield is dog shit, bro. It's like 400 health, and you can just shoot his feet. You can ignore his shield and just kill him anyways. Like, oh my god. They just made Strange's entire kit shield. Also, fuck his portal for making everyone drop frames. I'm gonna say it. It's really cool how they added it, but what's not cool is when my frame rate goes from 60 to 20. Alright? That shit's annoying as hell, especially when they'll drop both sides of the portal like right next to each other. Oh my god. Yeah, it's just the fucking frame dropper, man. Next. Honestly, I'm considering putting Venom in for the exact opposite reason of the other two tanks. Where like Venom is like, why are you playing that character, man? He's just like the worst dive tank. But I'm not gonna. I'm going to do... Maybe I need to load up this tier a little more. And to be clear, this is also season 0. Like, a lot of this will probably change once, like, the hidden top tiers come out. And, yeah. Once the hidden top tiers come out and the character that people feel is really good is uncovered to be dog shit. Like Scarlet Witch, man. Like, if you're in low elo and you hate Scarlet Witch because you think she's overpowered, I hate to break it to you. You just need to, like, focus on the fundies of the game, stay with your team, and you should be able to just shit on every Scarlet Witch player. Like, Scarlet Witch is an abysmal character. She just doesn't offer anything. But with that being said, I might throw Panther in this tier. Kind of for the same reason as Magic, except... Because, like, Magic is, like... She's easy to stay alive with, partially because she gets, like, overshields and stuff, but partially because, like, how do you hit her, bro? Like, how do you hit Magic? She's just constantly portaling around because it's on a 3-second cooldown. Black Panther doesn't have the overshield shit that much. I think he can get overshields, though. I'm not sure, though. But he doesn't have the overshields problem. But the thing where he zips around screen is so much worse. Like, it's so bad. Like, it's just, like, impossible to try and hit him, man. It's like the Genji, like, Ghost Dash people just found a character where, yeah, they can literally just spam Ghost Dash without having to get the kill to reset it. Like, oh my god, man. Panther is so annoying. How he can just go into a 1v6 and come out with 3 kills. Like, you just don't have to, like, learn how to play the game. You can have, like, terrible sense, and if you're good enough, you'll just, like, come out on top anyways. Panther is just as good as... I think Panther is just as good as, like, Hawkeye and Hela, but there aren't any players that, like, really... I don't know. The average Black Panther population isn't good enough to see it. Not discrediting it. Black Panther is significantly harder than both of those characters. Like, miles and miles harder. Leagues and leagues harder. But I think next season is going to be dominated by Panther, Namor, and Bucky. Once they take Hela and Hawkeye out of the meta, which I hope they do. Next, yeah, I might throw in Venom just because, like, yeah, why are you not playing Thor or Banner? I guess sometimes Banner gets, or usually Banner gets banned. That's why he's called Banner. Get it? But yeah, he offers so little. His synergy with Penny Parker isn't that good. His synergy with Spider-Man is really good, but that's, like, the only situation where I think Venom is really he's also, like, sleeper really hard to play. Like, for being just a run in and take damage, like, bullet sponge type character, like, it's so hard to aim. Like, he has, like, very precision aiming, which just doesn't really make sense. But yeah, I don't know. I think I move on to the next tier, which is just like you are one of the characters in this game. Like you're just one of the characters in this game, man. I have like nothing against you. First, I mean Thor. I don't have like a deep respect for, I mean, as a Thor player, I think he's just like I think he's really good as a character, but I don't think he's like unfair. I don't think he's unfair to play against. Like, yeah, it's annoying to play against Thor if you're like a stupid Moon Knight or Squirrel Girl player that's just sitting alone on high ground. Like, yeah, you're gonna get shit on, but aside from that, like, he plays by the rules of this video game. If you die to Thor a lot of times, you're very much out of position, or you're losing the team fight anyways. Like, he's just one of the characters in this game. Next. Okay, originally I was going to put Mantis here, maybe even here, because Mantis used to piss me off. And then I found out her healing output is not that great. Like, she's good at healing. And her ultimate, I thought her ultimate was like the best in the game. And don't get me wrong, her ultimate's very good. But when you compare it to like Luna Snow ult or Cloak and Dagger ult, it's just like not, it's not nearly as bad. Yeah, she can be really annoying, but at the end of the day, now I kind of have a respect for Venom. No. Yeah, actually, I have a respect for Venom players, like a little one, but not enough. But also, like, pick a character where you can contribute more. Next, Punisher. Punisher's a 50-50 character. Either I have a lot of respect for you because you can make stuff happen with like one of the least mobile DPS, or you spend an entire game doing literally nothing. Like, it's either I respect you or you're just a shitter. I don't know. In that same manner, bro, people are probably yelling at me for not putting Iron Fist high up. I don't think Iron Fist is that bad. I see day one why people hated him, because he kind of just fucking runs at you, you just die. But really, he's just not that bad, man. Because if your team turns around, sometimes it's hard to hit him. I think he has a lot of like teleporty jank bullshit where like when he locks onto you on like on your screen as Iron Fist, yeah, you just like zoom up to them and start punching them, but on everyone else's screen you just teleport to them. So it's really hard to hit it just teleporting Iron Fist. But with that being said, there are enough good ass damage characters in this game that can just kind of deal with him. Like, that's the thing. If you're comparing like most of these damage characters to like damage characters in Overwatch, these damage characters are like way stronger, even some of the weaker ones. But it's just a different game. Like, this game, the damage characters are very strong, whereas in Overwatch they're kind of weak. So it's only natural that, yeah, some of the hyper aggressive characters feel really unbalanced until you realize, like, wait a minute, I have the tools to stop it. Obviously the deflect is annoying, but yeah, as soon as you get more than one person involved, and you know, Rivals is a hero shooter, it's a team game. You can't expect to do everything by yourself, and Iron Fist is a character that capitalizes on people that think they can do everything by themselves. I'm going to put Iron Fist in this tier. He's just one of the characters in the game. Next, I have... Dude, I don't want to make this the tier that just says, like, everyone. Oh, Cloak and Dagger for sure. Cloak and Dagger's a little strong. Dudes, I should keep talking about the characters. Yeah, Cloak and Dagger is just like, I don't know. She's just a healer. Like, you have the auto track healing, so she doesn't have like that big of a mechanical demand, but you do get really punished for being out of position. You get like the one wraith form, but like I said, people know where you are, so you're just gonna get killed anyways. Yeah, you just have to know what you're doing a little bit. But she's not the type of character that makes huge plays. Her ultimate is a little too strong. I was in a game that the Cloak and Dagger dropped 60k heals just because she got her ult every team fight, and her ult is just like you're unkillable if you're in the area, and it does damage to people. Like Cloak and Dagger ultimate is really unbalanced, but aside from that, I think she's a very balanced character and a good addition to the roster. Namor. Namor, I have a respect for Namor players, but at the same time, he's just like a top tier. I think Namor is like the hidden top. Everyone's talking about Hela and Hawkeye, but dude, Namor, Panther, and Bucky are gonna run this game next season. I'm telling you, they are going to be the like undisputed, unless if they nerf them, which I'm honestly okay with having a meta revolving around that. I do think Bucky's hook should be nerfed. I think they just need to make it so it's more difficult to hit, or you have to put yourself at more risk. So, like, I feel like you shouldn't be able to hook past your entire team, past their entire team, to just, like, get an insta-kill. Or, yeah, I don't know. Because, like, it's weird. I never had this big of a problem with like Roadhog hook because you can kind of just like see it coming. Because Roadhog's like a fat, really loud guy that you know it's gonna happen. You know when Roadhog has his hook, you like go behind cover or whatever, play around corners. With Bucky, you don't really hear him. It's just like all of a sudden you're hooked and you die. I think that needs to get changed. I'm talking about Bucky, even though this should be Namor. Yeah, Namor is really strong, but of all of the really strong characters, he has the least bullshit. Like, I don't know. Black Panther will just like dash, 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 dash. You can't do any, like, you can never see him and he'll just kill your entire team. Bucky has his hook bullshit. And what does Namor have? Just turrets are kind of annoying. And he has a really good primary fire, but it's not necessarily like unfair. Like, he's just a very strong character. He's kind of like a pretty ideal top tier in my eyes. Like, to be clear, top tiers are always going to be kind of annoying, but of all the annoying top tiers that can be, I think Namor would be like the best. I'll move on to the there are a couple more characters that I have to put in. All right, for Hulk, dude, I might throw Hulk even higher. Like, Hulk's just like actually no, Hulk is difficult enough. No, he's kind of just a health bar. It's kind of the Doctor Strange thing where you just like run around. You're usually playing him for the Iron Man team up, which is just like really overpowered. I don't know why they would make team ups that are just flat stat increases to specific moves. It just seems kind of unfair. Especially moves that already have good enough damage, like Strange's damage burst and like Iron Man's laser. Like, they just don't need it. They could have thought of something different, or maybe make it so like Captain America and Thor synergy, where like you pop it and then you get 10 seconds of that, or maybe make so you have to be near Hulk. I'm just tired of your laser always does 10 trillion damage, or your gamma burst always does like just 200 damage instantly, or whatever it is. You just like don't have to try that hard, I feel. Yeah, and honestly, as Hulk, it's weird. He's a dive character that you don't really have to make plays. Like, you just kind of like vibe around, survive, give your team shields. Like, I'm not, maybe it's because I haven't played with any like really good Hulk players, but I don't know. I think Hulk's just like I don't think Hulk is bad in any regard. I think his team up is just what makes him annoying, and a lot of people just pick him specifically for the team up. I don't think he's a very fun character, which I don't know. I do think his like E ability, where you just like put someone in timeout, is really funny, because it's not like an overpowered CC where like, you know, your entire team could just kill him instantly. I just think it's so funny that it's like, all right, existence privileges revoked. You're just sitting there for like 3 seconds. You can't really do anything, but you aren't taking damage, so it's kind of fair. Next, I have some respect for you. Oh, before that, let me throw Groot in. One of the characters in this game. I don't know what you want me to say, man. He's just like big health bar, sit on point, drop a bunch of walls. Like he's not like he's kind of annoying to play against, but at the same time, like just shoot him or shoot his team. Like I don't know. I think he's just kind of one of the characters in this game. I could put him higher. I don't think I would put him lower. I don't have respect for group players. They're just kind of like there. I would be down to actually switch Groot and Hulk. No, because Hulk has his team up, man. That team up is so stupid. Next, I have some respect for you. And that's going to be a lot of these characters. Wolverine, I have some respect for Wolverine players. It's just like such a fall off. He has like one of the highest skill floors of any character. Where like I don't think he's the hardest character in the game to play because I don't know. Like an average the difference between like a good Wolverine and a great Wolverine is not that big. But the difference in a bad Wolverine and an okay Wolverine is like massive. Like you're either contributing nothing to the team or you're just like kidnapping people and bringing them into your team. And I don't know, he's a well-designed character where they just like if you if you stay away from Wolverine, he literally cannot touch you. Like if you play by his rules, you really shouldn't have any problems with him. In that regard, dude, I'm trying to think. Spider-Man, I think I put Spider-Man in one of the characters in this game. I think that Spider-Man's really good. I think Spider-Man next season is going to be the best like hard dive character. I think Spider-Man is stronger than Iron Fist. And yeah, I think Spider-Man is just a very good character. He can feel unfair to play against us sometimes because he moves so damn fast and he's so hard to kill. But at the end of the day, he's really difficult to play. He has a really high skill floor. And so I can respect Spider-Man players, but it's also really annoying. So which is why I'm not putting him in the I have respect for you. Very similar in concept to Iron Fist. Except Iron Fist, you kind of see him coming, whereas Spider-Man just like drops by and you die. Back to I have some respect for you. Magneto. He's kind of one of the characters in this game, but I'm putting him in I have some respect for you because really, he's just like not annoying at all to play against. Like, am I crazy? It's weird because like Sigma in Overwatch isn't particularly fun. And he has like all the same tools. He has like the shield. The shield is like kind of annoying. Like, it absorbs everything, but it doesn't last too long. He has Zarya Bubble, which is kind of annoying, but it doesn't last too long. But yeah, he's like a very by the book tank. And so I got respect for people that play him, Like he like teaches people how to play the game. He can punish people for overextending. He can push up, but he's not great at it. Like, yeah, but he's not too aggressive. I think. Oh, how did Psylocke get this far, man? Psylocke is like, I have no respect for you. Yeah, I'll give a brief explanation of Psylocke. Psylocke has the Invis, which is annoying. She can get away from anything because she has 2 Swift Strikes. She does a shit pile of damage. Just so much damage, man. It's kind of unfair. And she gets to self-sustain from the shuriken thing. Like, she just doesn't need all that. Like, you can control the enemy team's health packs while using them to just, like, kill the backline. And it's really hard to do stuff about. With that being said, it's easier to do stuff about a Psylocke than a Spider-Man. The difference is that that's more because Spider-Man has a surprise factor. So, like, once you start to look out for Spider-Man, then he can't really do much. Whereas Psylocke is like, you kind of know it's coming, and she'll just kill you anyways. I don't know. I don't think Psylocke's particularly fun to play against, but I still would prefer seeing a Psylocke to, like... Yeah, because this isn't... just like how strong characters are. This is, I don't know. It's a lot more clear at the top of the tier list where it's just like characters I hate, respectfully. I don't even hate these two characters that much. I really hate Hawkeye, but that's just because Hawkeye's really good. As soon as Hawkeye becomes like a normal character that doesn't just one shot everyone, then he'll be respectable. Not like this respectable, but like this respectable. He's just like hateable, man. And all these characters I don't particularly like. Anyways, on to the next, Storm. I have respect for Storm. Storm is a character that very few people play because her damage output at first glance is pretty abysmal. However, she's kind of like a support DPS. You can speed boost your team, damage boost your team, and I didn't know she had this slow down. Like, I knew about the lightning thing when you use the like amp for your like damage boost area where strikes everyone with lightning, and that stuff that is a very good ability. Like, Storm has some of the best AoE of any damage character. I've rolled games with Storms on my team, but actually no, I rolled one game because you never see this character. But also the slow when you use the amp with the speed boost. The slow is ridiculous. It's like 70%, it feels. Like you have to like slowly walk. Like, I didn't know that existed. Maybe it was from something else. Because I'm thinking of like one game that I had. Like I said, you don't see this character like ever. With that being said, Storm is a very good character. I think she's going to be A tier next season. I think she's going to be, likely in the top 5. No, I think she's going to be worse than Spider-Man, but not by much. About where Iron Fist is, maybe. Yeah, I think that would make sense. Next, I have respect for Rocket. You don't have too much healing output, so your team has to like be good at the game. They have to know to not take damage. You can res your team, but it's not like a broken res. It's not like a gimmicky res like Mercy's where you just like pray they don't kill you. But yeah, you can kind of expect to see it coming. And even with the res, like, it's on a big enough cooldown so that's not like overpowered, and that's like his only real gimmick. His ultimate is pretty bad in comparison to the other support ults. But yeah, you can do a lot. You have a lot of mobility, and I wish they made his gun like Baps, where he can shoot and heal at the same time. That's my only like problem with Rocket, is that I feel like playing Rocket to like get heals, you kind of have to just heal bot. Like, there isn't much time to actually pull out the gun and do damage to people. And that's the thing that I don't like about him. Because yeah, his healing output. Oh yeah, Adam Warlock I'm putting as one of the characters in this game. He's just sitting there, man. I think Adam Warlock's pretty bad. Because yeah, your healing is only on a cooldown. Like, his healing output is ridiculous, but it's just kind of like a second health bar for your teammates. It's not really like a healing thing, which honestly is a pretty good design. I just think they need to give him some, even if it's a really low healing output, like, make it so, I don't know, maybe give him like a healing aura that heals everyone around you like 1 healing per second or some shit. Like, just stuff to be like, to incentivize you staying with your team or some shit. I really don't know. I don't see that much Adam Warlock. I think his ultimate is like pretty bad as far as the support ults go. Maybe even worse than Rockets. I don't know. I just like don't see. I've seen it win like one team fight, 1 or 2. Because at the end of the day, it's kind of like the old Mercy res where it's like you're usually losing the fight to begin with. I don't know. A lot of team fights are won without the winning side losing a single player. So a reset isn't... Yeah, it's faster than everyone walking back, but a lot of times it's like a half-assed reset where you might still be 1 player down, so you're just running into another fight down players. With that being said, it kind of plays into the whole chaos of this game. This game's very chaotic. Speaking of chaos, the god of chaos and mischief, Loki. I have some respect for him. He is like the ideal world of Luna Snow, where you have an insanely high healing output, but it's something that the enemy team can do something about. The enemy team can just kill your clones, and all of a sudden your healing output goes from top tier to bottom tier. Like, people need to, as soon as people learn how to play against Loki, he's going to drop in the tier list. Right now, I think he's like an S tier healer, but I think he's going to drop to like B tier or C tier as soon as people realize, like, man, I can just kill the clones. Yeah, and then he is just not in this game. With that being said, it's kind of annoying. Yeah, I understand why people don't. And the heal field, like, you need to kill it. Like, you can't do any damage to anyone while the heal field's up. But I think the heal field's still balanced. Like, yeah, it's kind of annoying to almost kill someone and then they get heal field. But, like, welcome to hero shooters, man. That's part of the game. You kind of got to play for cooldowns, not play for kills at the very beginning of fights. Next, you have the tier list. I have a lot of respect for you. If you're playing Captain America, dude, I just have so much respect, man. Like, he's so fun, but he just does, he's a fucking pea shooter. Like, his shield does so little damage. It's just like, you have to work so hard to get so little that, like, other tanks can do. Because there's so many dive tanks in this game. Like, there's just not really a reason to not play, like, Venom or Banner or Thor or... I don't know. The Thor synergy's pretty good. But at the end of the day, I mean, he's just kind of the bottom tier. He's like a fun bottom tier, though. He's not that gimmicky. And then Black Widow. Black Widow's only here because she's abysmal. Like, I just respect anyone that sees how broken Hawkeye is as a sniper and how, like, you don't need to be very good, and they pick the harder character to play that has worse payoff. Like, you're just intentionally playing a lower tier character than you could be. Like, I have respect for that. But again, I'm trying to look at this tier list. I may have put Mantis too low. Maybe Mantis deserves to be an I have no respect for you. Yeah, Mantis is kind of just one of the healers. If she was bad, I would put her there, but she's good and she has like the sleep bullshit. What else? Oh, here, let me order them. I'm gonna order it like that. Dude, I might even put Iron Man at the top of that. I think Bucky's more annoying than Hela. I think Luna Snow is less annoying than a lot of these characters. That's pretty well ordered. Most annoying character here, maybe Groot. Or wait, no, Venom, Groot, Cloak and Dagger. Then Punisher makes sense. Then Iron Fist. Spider-Man, Namor. Thor, I could put a little higher. No, Thor kind of makes sense there, man. Not that any of this matters. They're all in the same tier. How much respect I have for you. I'm going to put the characters I respect most at the front. I have a lot of respect for Rocket players. And then these two, Magneto and Loki, I was about to put them in. You're one of the characters in this game. I just don't feel right throwing all these two in the same tier as the rest of them. I also play a lot of Loki, so I'm biased, but I just don't think Loki's that bad. I feel like you have to be, yeah, just ignoring clones to be really frustrated against Loki. And yeah, in this final tier, like, dude, I love Captain America players. Like, he's such a fun character, but yeah, they just made him bad, which makes it even more funny. Like, he's kind of like when Wrecking Ball was like the F tier tank in Overwatch, where it's like, except this game doesn't have role queue, so you respect him enough for at least playing the role. Except he's just kind of like running around and doing shit, you know? I really have a lot of fun playing as Captain America on my alt account. And yeah, he's like a very fair character to play against. I don't think I've ever get killed by Captain America and I'm like, bro, this character's bullshit. It's like, dude, just shoot at him. Shoot at him and he dies. The only funny things that you can really Like the only bullshit things you can really do is like maybe what if you get into Punisher's face while he's ulting and block it, then enough of the bullets might hit him that he'll die. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of, I don't know. It's a little weird, but I like how this tier list turned out. That fucking shark that I hate is pretty high. Yeah, I just feel very strongly about these two, and then I think it makes sense for Moon Knight to be third. I think Moon Knight players in general are like the least adaptive players of all. Like, dude, if you play Moon Knight, prove me wrong, man. Learn different characters, play different characters in game, because that'll just like give you a better perspective. Like, learn to play with the team and stuff. Learn what you should do in team fights instead of just like going off and going for an Ankh clip. It's kind of like the fucking neuron activation, man. When you get an Ankh that people don't destroy, and so you get 30,000 damage from just clicking in one spot, you just get the fucking the monkey neuron activation thing. But yeah, that's kind of all I have for today. A 1 hour stream of making the official Marvel Rivals bitch list. So yeah, clip it and ship it. These are here. I'll screenshot this real fast. And then, yeah, send this to the Discord. Yep, there it is. It is sent to the Discord. Please join my Discord. The link is in my channel description. I would really appreciate it. Yeah, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content. I'm going to be focusing a lot on getting more Rivals videos up. I'm about to hit Grandmasters, so there's my credibility. This isn't some silver hose mad player talking because these characters killed me and I got really sour about it. This is me just hating, if anything, having teammates that play some of these characters. Though Hawkeye I just hate playing against. This is one that we're like, yeah, I get killed by this guy and I'm sour. He has no right to do as much damage as he does. And have as high as a fire rate. Like, oh my god, he has a fucking machine gun bow. Anyways, I'm going to call it there for real. Join my Discord, subscribe, please. It would mean a lot. Thank you. Bye.